Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for the Crafty Maven Getaway and it is another YouTube hop. Yay! Okay, and that's the sketch that I will be using. So this YouTube hop is where we take certain letters of the Crafty Maven Getaway or it's Crafty Maven, and so I picked the M and the A. So what I decided to do is that find anything and everything that I have inside my scrappy space that starts with an M or an A. So I do a little bit of mixed media. The collection that I am using right here is from Rosie Studio and it's called Mimosa's Sunday. So there's an M. The alphas, I grabbed like 4 or 5 different alphas. I did do some some sewing stitching off camera as well. That's what I was showing you right there. And so just throughout this whole thing, I've got some M and A's going on here. And in this sketch, it has on the side a strip. So I'm going to put 2 strips there, and I am going to hide the black. I don't mind it. And it's got the circle kind of going out, and you only see the circle on top and on the bottom. And so that's kind of what I did for that. And then make sure that, of course, it's a hop. So make sure you hop along to everybody. And that is going to do it. So now we're going to hop along to the letters. So I'm MA, so you're about the middle of the hop. So make sure that you go back. If you're coming to my channel from the previous person, welcome. If you're starting with my channel, make sure that you loop around to get back to me. But this was a fun. We absolutely loved doing the other hop before, and we thought we would come back with it. And so now I'm just flipping through the papers. I'm pulling out what I think I would like to use. The Rosie Studio is amazing. Now it is out of New Zealand, Austria, or Australia area. And if you spend $50 USD, you get free shipping. So it works out perfectly because by the time that I was able to get this collection of what I wanted, I only spent like $52 or so. And that's about what we spend anyway here in the States. And it's free shipping. So it takes about, for me, it took about, I think 8 business days to get here. But it worked out perfect. I absolutely love the product. The paper is a little bit thinner, but I'm used to that. It's not that big of a deal for me. For that part of it anyway. So, but yeah, check them out. I'll link their website down below along with everybody else's channel, along with the sketch that I am using from Pinterest and whatnot. And now I'm just going to here do just a little bit of distressing, putting my papers down, because it does show in the sketch multiple layers, and that's what I do. I do multiple layers, and I'm good with multiple layers because I love doing it myself. And now I'm just placing it down. I'm almost done. I do get out one more piece just to round out the whole collection, just to make sure that there's little bits of, just to kind of close it in, I guess, is what I call it. Just to round out all of the little pieces. So I add this paper, and then I am done doing all of my layering. So after I'm doing all the distressing, I put it down and then I ruffle the edges. You'll see me like really ruffle the edges, and I get them sticking up and out and all of that. I don't back my photo with foam tape, which I was originally going to, but then I decided, nope, I'm not going to. So this is where I was saying I was ruffling the edges. And instead of having the circle less on top and more on the bottom, I flipped it. And so here's my title. I did my title off because I grabbed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of different alphas. So again, there's the A that I was talking about. So my title is, how much are the $3 tacos? It is a store, as you see me embellish. There's acetate. There's another A. Those butterflies have, it's a 3D dimensional style layering, and it's got acetate. So there's an A. Oh, while you're watching me embellish, the story behind this photo and this title. This was at the retreat that I just came back from in May, and I went out to supper with Fran, which is in the corner, and then Dolly is holding the taco and her drink in the middle, and then me holding it. So it was a selfie that we took, or whatever the selfie is called with having 3 or 2 or more people in. And we were looking at the menus, and Dolly happened to say, how much are the $3 tacos? And both Fred and I looked at each other, and we busted out laughing. We're like, $3? And she's like, no, how much are the $3 tacos? And I'm like, $3. And then she was trying to explain of like how big they were, and she went by and she kept saying like how much instead of like how big. So that is the title. It is just a memory that we all will have for the rest of our lives, and I documented, so it ain't ever going anywhere. But yeah, it was funny. We laughed and we laughed and we still laugh. I showed Dolly this before, and I said, okay, I'm just letting you know one of my videos is going to have that title. And she knew it was coming anyway, because I was planning on doing it to begin with, because she knows me. I have to document the funny, the good, the bad, the ugly. And this one was a funny. I know it isn't funny now, like looking back, but at the same time, it was hilarious. $3 tacos. So I wanted to use different layers of the embellishments. And let me tell you, this collection of embellishments, you got 2 of everything. But they're perfect. They're huge. There's just, oh my gosh, there's a lot in there. And so I put the little mimosos down at the bottom, and then the bottles, the bubbling bottles of wine. We were drinking cider, both Dolly and I were. It was a really good cider from Charlotte. It was perfect. But this was exactly what I wanted this layout to be, because I wanted this collection to just pull out all of the fun, bubbly stuff that we do and have fun together when we are together. And so I just place a bouquet of flowers up on top, and then I have the word fizz there, and then I do get some thread out, and I do the nice lovely thread that I always love to do. And let's see here, what else do I do? And I'm just putting everything down. Again, make sure that you go check out everybody. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. If you are back to watch again, thanks for coming back. I absolutely love y'all. Make sure that you leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this layout and about this collection as well, because I think it's obviously fitting for this photo, but it's also just perfect in general, just because I think that it's bright summer. It's got mixed media looked paper background. I'm going to come in with mixed media with some splatters. And doing the M&A, I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to try to see if I can fit as much alphas as I possibly could. I found some acetate. I couldn't, trying to think of like stuff that we use in our crafty spot. I was like, I couldn't think of any. Now I can kind of go back and be like, oh yeah, I could have done this or that. But when I saw Rosie Studios, the butterflies had acetate, I was like, well, there's my A for sure. And then I was like, well, I can add the alphas and kind of make the alphas a little bit bigger and kind of go that way and add more on that respect. And I will let you know, I have the down at the bottom. I fixed it off camera. A good friend of mine said, weren't you wanting 3 and not the? And I'm like, ugh. So I went and all of my still shots have the correct word on there, so I do fix that. But that was all off camera. And then after I kept looking at it, and I changed the word R and the, and I slide it a little bit more over towards my embellishments that are in that corner. Just to let you know. And pretty much that is about it. I absolutely loved how this turned out. I'm adding memories down at the bottom. I added and put down all of it. I do put a couple of extra little bits of puffy stickers as well on there. And let's see here, what else? And that's pretty much it. The still shots are coming up. I am pretty much done with this layout. I'm getting out my splatters. Check out everybody else in the hop. and I hope I will talk to you soon. Bye!